Hey, what's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Ashley and I am here to do a reading for you. Today we're going to be looking at what you are attracting in love. So I pulled these three cards here. You can take a look, see what feels right, what resonates. Pile one's going to be, here we go, fixed the middle. Pile two is going to be firefly. Pile three is going to be ball and chain, ball and chain. So we're just going to take a moment. Let's take a deep breath together. And then you can choose the pile that feels right to you. So while you're thinking about it, let's give a little bit of a breakdown. So here's what we're going to do first. First, we're going to do an energy check. So we're going to see where you are before we kind of pull in what's coming next. So if it feels right, that means it's most likely your pile. If not, I would say go back to the drawing board. Let's try another one and see if that one resonates a little bit more so. Then we're going to actually see what's next, what you're attracting in love and romance. So we'll be doing that. And then we are going to see any blocks or anything that is in your way from, receiving the ultimate kind of love you desire. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with some advice from Spirit. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, if you chose pile one, fixed the middle, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to dive into this a little bit more before we get started. So I'm already feeling here, the energy I'm getting with this is not really a focus on love and romance. I'm seeing more a focus on passions, on career, on dreams, on getting the bag, trying to get your financial stability underway. So even with here, no is not the time. You maybe have been in kind of a hermit mode, of a place of internal reflection, a place of, maybe this is not for me right now. So let's see what the cards have to say about your current energy, but I'm already getting more of a kind of career-driven state that you are currently in. So let's go ahead and consult our cards. I'm gonna put this over here. Okay, Spirit, what is pile? Oh, okay, we already off to the races. What is pile one's current energy, please, Spirit? Pile one, current energy, please, Spirit. So we've got the Two of Swords. We've got the Ten of Swords. Okay, a lot of swords energy. All right, let's see what else we have here. Spirit, what is pile one's current energy? Pile one's current energy, please, Spirit. All right, we got the Four of Cups. Okay, so I'm seeing here some of you may be in a very jaded state when it comes to romance. We've got the World in reverse. Thank you. Five of Coins or Five of Pentacles in reverse. Let's scooch this up here so we can see all of these. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get one more. All right, one more, please, Spirit. One more, please, Spirit. For pile one more. Okay. Yes, okay. So I'm seeing a lot of what I was seeing in that initial card, right? So a lot of withdrawal, a lot of romance isn't for me now. You may be in a state where you say romance is not for me, period. Like you may have gone through a lot of different scenarios or situations with people that were incredibly disappointing here. With the Ten of Swords here, you may honestly have just ended something that was pretty intense and pretty serious. And it could have been a state of where this disappointment was so painful and so hard to kind of navigate that you were like, you know what, I'm just not going to bother with it at all. I'm just not going to even do this right now. So you've decided to focus on other things, to take a step back, to not even really kind of put your energy into this field. Here with the Four of Cups, I'm getting you are receiving attraction and interest. However, you are not open to it. So you could have all of these people who are interested in approaching you, who are coming up to you, who are like, I want to see what you're talking about, but you're either what they're offering does not resonate or does not feel like something meaningful, or you're not in a place where you can even receive it if it was, because you're still in this Ten of Swords energy here, where that pain was so intense that you were not in a space where you even available or open to other connections. With the Three of Cups here in reverse, this is retrieval. So maybe you've done a lot less going out with friends. Maybe if your hangouts were centered around like being in the bar, being in the club, flirting, whatever it was, or maybe even just being out feels like you have the potential to be hit on or something, and you're just not in that vibe. So you've been taking a lot of space and a lot of time alone and reflecting on this. With this Five of Pentacles here, kind of healing and rebuilding from whatever pain this was, this Ten of Swords, this ending situation. So you have been really doing a lot of internal work. Let's see if we can get some more information here. What is Pile current energy? Pile current energy, please, Spirit. Pile current energy. Pile current energy. Okay. So I think what I'm getting with this Ace of Wands here is there is a part of you. So this, bear with me when I say this, a bit of this is illusion, right? A bit of this is, I feel like I should take a step back and I feel like I should be withdrawn, but a part of you still really longs for that connection here. Sorry, don't mind me just playing around with this. Okay, perfect. A part of you still longs for connection, and you would like to see something. You miss that feeling, right? That feeling of when you first meet somebody and it's that instant attraction and you're like, oh yeah, this is great, this is perfect. A part of you misses that feeling, and you are deep down kind of craving it. I'm hearing a lot of you, this kind of period of separation has included some celibacy. So maybe you're excited to get back out there and enjoy and experience that part of romance as well. Okay, so we'll stop the energy check there. If that resonates with you, then let's go ahead and continue with some other parts of your reading. Okay, so what you are attracting. Now, just a reminder, you have free will and entire control of your energy. If what you're attracting is not what you want, then maybe it's time to reevaluate, revisit, and see what it is you want and how you can best attract that. So let's go ahead and see what you are attracting. Spirit, what is Pile 1 attracting in love and romance? What is Pile 1 attracting in love and romance? All right, so we've got the Ten of Cups here in reverse. Spirit, what is Pile 1 attracting in love and romance? Pile 1 attracting. Okay, we've got the Seven of Cups here. Oh, no, Seven of Cups. That's interesting. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, what is Pile 1 attracting in love and romance? Okay, Pile 1, I think this is really interesting here. So what happened is I was shuffling and my entire setup kind of collapsed just as I pulled this Knight of Wands. So I think that's really interesting and something to take into consideration here, that this Knight of Wands, we already know this is coming in fast, quick romantic energy, really wanting to pull you in. But I think it's almost going to knock you off your socks because, as we know, is with my setup completely falling apart, this could be something you did not prepare for, or that you are not looking for, and it just kind of approaches you. So here with this Ten of Cups and reverse and the Seven of Pentacles, so there is more of this lack of fulfillment energy I was saying, right? That kind of suppressed nature, that though you pretend I'm cool, I'm pulling back, there's a part of you that really craves this kind of, here, I'm going to flip it around so we can see it, this, whatever this looks like for you, this family situation, whether that be kids, or whether that just be marriage, or whether that just be consistent commitment, whatever that looks like for you. And there's a part of you that really craves that, and you are not seeing it. And therefore, you are getting a little bit impatient. You're even wondering if it's out there for you at all with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Like you've been planting these seeds, whether that be you on apps, you talking to friends, you going out, you've been planting these seeds. And what we're seeing is little return, which is why it's so interesting to me. This Knight of Wands has come in so intense and so aggressively. So let's get some more cards here. Spirit, what's going on with pile one? Pile one and love, please, Spirit. Pile one and love, please, Spirit. What's going on with pile one? All right. Let's see here. Okay, so some of you, this is really interesting to me, and I'm going to get more clarification on this Knight of Wands, but some of you are refusing, and I say this with love and care, refusing to get out of this poor me energy, right? It's not going to happen for me. You are sitting in what you don't have, and you're operating out of a lack mentality, which is why it's starting to feel so frustrating, because the more your reality is not meeting your expectations, the less hope you are receiving here, which is lending itself to this patience. What else? What's coming for pile one and love? Thanks for pile one and love, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. Pay attention to sevens. That may be important. Okay, and then we've got the Five of Cups in okay, so that's really interesting here. So with this Knight of Wands here and this Five of Cups in reverse, so a couple of things. Let me dive back into the center energy here. So with this patience not coming to fruition and the Seven of Wands here in reverse, I almost feel like the seeds that you're not seeing growing are because you are planting them once with no faith, which is what we talked about here, refusal to let go of circumstance. So you're planting them with refusal to believe that they're going to flourish and become something meaningful and truly powerful to you. So that's part one. And two, you are not opening up your energy enough. You are blocking your energy from what could be. So remember, there was a part in your energy check. I was looking to see if though you looking to see, was it the Four of Cups? Yes, if you didn't want to select it, or if these opportunities were not like fulfilling for you, like, you have your list, your boundaries, and you should follow those. Or if you were seeing, if you weren't even open to seeing the potential of what somebody has and what could be. And with this, I'm really getting that. I'm really getting you're planting these seeds, but you're operating out of a fundamental distrust. So you're not even open to seeing what could possibly be. But this Knight of Wands here is coming in and is shifting that energy. So with the Five of Cups, so we are overcoming this kind of negativity here. Let me see what else, Spirit. Can I get a clarifier for this Knight of Wands and Five of Cups in the first, please? Oh my goodness. Okay. This is so fun. Okay. So this person is wish fulfillment. You can't even pretend to be disinterested. You can't even pretend to be like, nah, I don't want you, because this person, whether that be, I actually think they're the whole package. I think it's a physical attraction. I think they're offering you, what you need when you're looking at a potential partner, what's on your list. They are offering you that. And you're very excited and very intrigued about this. Okay, give me more. I want to know more about this Nine of Cups purse, this Knight of Wands and this Nine of Cups. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands here. Okay, so the Wheel here in reverse. Let me get a clarifier for this here. Put that there. Clarifier for the Wheel in reverse, please. Yeah, clarifier for the Wheel in reverse, please. And the Two of Cups in reverse. This is interesting to me now, because I was getting a lot of potential, a lot of attraction, a turn of circumstances here. But with this Two of Cups in reverse and this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it appears this person may not be everything they've cracked up to be. Let's get some more context about this Knight of Wands. Okay, so we've got the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. So I think I was reading this Knight of Wands as future energy, but I think this Knight of Wands is past energy, and I think I've gotten there. So here with the Nine of Cups, this is why you're. I'm getting it. This is why you're so blocked and you're so refusing to let go. Um, there's a particular person here you're stuck on or attached to, and you are attached to this idea that they were the perfect person for you, and that there's nobody else there for you. But for some reason, I think this love was unrequited, or this person broke your heart, and you thought you were soulmates, and you thought it was going to be this forever kind of situation, but it ended up not being that. And for some reason, you can't shift forward into a new energy, which is why you're not seeing the potential that is there for you, because you're very much caught up in this person and what you believed should have been with this person, even though that's not what spirit is insisting, that this person wasn't in your highest good. With the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse, this person is not contributing to your overall journey and path, though it may feel like that. And you may be very attached to what you believe to have been the outcome with this person, though it didn't amount really to what you expected it to. So for some of you, this could be, so I'm going to give a few scenarios. For some of you, this could have been a person you were in a long-term relationship with that ended up being incredibly disappointing. They broke your heart in some way, either by betrayal, dishonesty, emotional immaturity, and you've let them, actually don't believe you've let them go. I believe that it's very possible the breakup was their choice and their accord, and they decided to end this relationship, and you are not ready to move on yet. You are still feeling very much in a state of healing, of reflection. Though you want more and you want to be out of this, you are still in a state of grieving what you've lost here. Okay, let's get some more information here. Spirit, what does Paul want to try to say in love? Oh, fell on the floor. Let's grab it. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords here. So this person's removal out of your life could have been swift. It could have been surprising to you. Um, this person could have done it in a way that was callous. And I think that's a part of what you're feeling here from this is questions, a lot of uncertainty and open questions about how this went left, what went wrong. And you're doing a lot of ruminating and internal, honestly, I'm hearing a lot of internal bullying of self, right? Like, what could I have done better? How did I not know this was coming? For some others of you, this was a situation, kind of a situation, a situationship dynamic where you wanted it to go further and this person did not. And you're wondering what you could have done to have made this into something deeper of a commitment. Because, like I said, this person was perfect on paper for you. This person was giving you what you believe to be everything you envisioned in a partner. Spirit is wanting me to remind you that there can be illusion, right? A person can present themselves one way, and you can attach to these ideas of what a partner should be and what they look like and what they do and all of this good stuff. But if they're not treating you with fundamental care and respect, which I'm getting a lot of times, they were very dismissive, I guess, of your feelings, not as they weren't giving you the care and genuine love you deserve out of a partner. And sometimes we have to take that over this. And we have to respect ourselves and listen to ourselves enough to know what's not right here. And Spirit is saying that this wasn't right. And it's as you go internal and as you reflect on how to get to this, how to flip this 10 of cups around, just to be mindful of that, right? How people treat you and how people engage with you is so incredibly important, and you should listen to that as well. Okay, getting the Lovers in reverse at the back of the deck as well. Okay. All right. So let's move on here. This ended up being kind of what's blocking you from love and romance as well, because I do believe this attachment to this person is what's blocking you. So let me see if I can get a little bit more about what you're attracting, and then we will move on to advice from spirit. So what is pile one inviting in? What is pile one inviting into love? Okay. So this is the energy I'm getting. So you're not really attracting much of anything. You're in more of a standstill state, right? You're in a state of reflection. You're in a state of holding. There's not a lot of opportunity because you're still in this kind of transitional healing process out of this last situation. So Spirit wants me to remind you this won't last forever. And the more intentional you are with this time, what's on the other side will be even better and stronger for you. So Spirit is asking you to really look at how do you let go of what's not serving you, and how do you usher in this next era of love and romance for you? Spirit, what does pile one attract me in? Pile one. Okay, yeah, so we got that again. Got that Seven of Pentacles again. Spirit, what does pile one attract me in? Okay. Okay, so you're taking stock of a lot of things, and you are a bit of in a state of dismay, a bit out of your power. And Spirit is asking you to figure out how to transition back into your power. Let me get a clarifier for this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, please. Clarifier for this. Okay. So we've got the Chariot here. So I do think internal growth, I think this healing is incoming. Here with this Queen of Cups on the back of the deck. I think this is incoming. I feel very confident you are going to do the work and you're seeking out the work. Spirit is saying you're not going to be in this Queen of Pentacles in reverse forever or for long. And long is subjective, but I think it's just a reminder that what you want is on the other side of this work, and to be mindful of that. Okay, let's go ahead and just wrap up with some advice from Spirit here. I think we've got some good messages, so let's just go ahead and bring us home. Spirit, can I get some advice for pile one, please? Advice for pile one. Advice for pile one, please. Advice for pile one. Okay. Absolutely. Advice for pile one, please. And let's get one more. This is very clear to me based on your message, but let's get one more for fun. Advice for pile one. Okay, so we've got memories and two came out. So I am going to... Okay. So I'm getting a couple of things here. Spirit is saying it's okay to be in this in-between of nothing, right? Of rest, of reflection, of evolution, of taking stock in where you are and figuring out how to enter that next stage of your life where you're open to different things and you're open to ideas that may not look how you envisioned they were looking. Okay. With memories here, you have the urge and tendency to look back at this person with rose colored glasses, right? Which is causing this running energy, resisting change. So you have this tendency to look back and only reflect on the moments that made you feel a certain way. So if this was a situation where there was high chemistry, you think about those moments quite a bit. And if they bought you flowers, or, if they did good things in between, what feels overall as a devaluing of you, if they did good things in between that, you were still very drawn and connected to those moments. And Spirit is asking you not to cling to those things, to let go of the potential you saw in this person, because it is not what you deserve. And you will keep attracting that 10 of Cups in reverse in unsatisfying situations if you aren't willing to let go. All right, let's get an affirmation card. Spirit for power, please. For power. Okay, I'm going to take commitment here. Okay, so we have commitment. So I willingly accept that it's safe to topple my walls and commit completely to a relationship. It might be one that's here or one that's on the way. Either way, these walls have got to go. Without them, I can go further, feel freer, and love bigger than ever before. Bonus, no walls means I'll save a lot of money on picture frames. So what I'm getting from this is I'm getting that this attachment to this person and this situation may be a pattern, something you've gone through and you've experienced before, and B, I think it is an example of emotional unavailability. I think you are drawn and attracted to this because it doesn't require any real risk, any real vulnerability. If you are attracted to a person or you're engaged with a person who cannot love you fully, that is a form of self-sabotage, and Spirit is asking you to reflect on why that may be. Where is that you want that 10 of Cups so beautifully, but you are not at a space where you're open to receiving it. And Spirit is inviting you and asking you to look at those places where you can open yourself up, be vulnerable, and invite the love in you desire. Okay, so pile 1, I'm going to leave that there for you. And I will see you next time. Thank you. Okay, pile 2, if you chose Firefly, this is going to be your reading. So right off the bat, I am getting a very powerful connection, a very exciting connection, something that is unexpected but very well received. This is something you have been longing for. And I'm getting here with this card, particularly the Ace of Wands. So something that has got a lot of potential and a lot of chemistry, somebody you're going to connect with. So let's get a look at your current energy. I don't know if this is past or present energy or future. So let's get a look at your cards and your current energy, and let's see if we can get a little bit more information. Okay, Spirit, for pile 2, what is their current energy in love and romance? Okay, let's see here. We're going to take the Page of Swords in reverse. I'm not going to take that. That doesn't feel right. Okay, Spirit, what is pile 2's current energy? Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords. Okay. Spirit, pile 2's current energy. The Knight of Wands. Okay, it looks like you were having fun here. It looks like you're in a state of casual kicking it is what I'm getting. So you may be at a state where you've got a few people on the roster, a few ideas floating in the air. You're having a little bit of fun right now, not taking anything too seriously. Okay. What is pile 2's current energy? Pile 2's. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Spirit may also be saying you're doing a little bit too much. And okay. So if you are in your kick it if you're in your kick it era and you are thoroughly enjoying just hanging out, being in the streets, you see no problem with this. This is not the pile for you. But if you are in your kick it era, but you want something deeper and this is starting to feel unsatisfying, I do believe you are where you need to be. So what I'm getting is I'm getting the energy of a lover girl who is overcompensating. So I don't know what energy in the past has impacted or affected you, or if this is just your energy, but you feel like you may be at a space where you're outgrowing it. But it seems to be this way of life is getting progressively less fun for you. And it is actually getting a little bit more messy, a little complicated, maybe juggling. Maybe you're not holding all the balls in the air as well as you should, which is leading to some people who are not as happy with you, who have further, require further explanation. And this is really just not what you are feeling fulfilled by. And you are considering a different path here, and you're considering maybe there's another way to pursue romance. Let's get some more cards here. What is pile two's current energy, please, Spirit? Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles lacks direction. Yeah, so I'm getting on the run energy. I'm getting you entertain a person and then they're, dull, they're boring you, they're not giving what they're supposed to be giving, and so you move on to the next one very quickly. But this is creating is a revolving door of people but no true connections here. And I think a part of you is starting to crave and desire real connection. Ace of Wands is on the back of the deck. So is the Ten of Swords here with the final chapter. Um, this is really interesting to me. I'm getting a couple of things from this Ace of Wands. I'm getting you're a person who loves beginnings. You love passionate starts. You love excitement. You love chemistry. But when it's time to commit and do the work, do the hard things of loving and being in a relationship, it becomes a dead end. It becomes done. And you're like, okay, I'm over this now. I don't actually really want to be with you. So I'm going to move on and do something else. And then I'm also getting this represents your love life as a whole, and you are deading this phase, this era. I don't know if some of you are entering a new significant life stage, like maybe you were in college and now you graduated, or you are entering a new decade, maybe you're turning 30 and it's time to like reevaluate, but you are ending a significant chapter of your life. And for some of you, that's young adulthood, and you are now trying to figure out what your real Ace of Wands is. Okay, so if that resonates for you, then that is going to be your reading. Well, this will be your reading. We're not done. And we're going to jump into what you're attracting. So let's go ahead and see here. Let's pull these back. Okay. Just get a little shuffle quickly. Okay, so for my pile two, what are they currently attracting in love, Spirit? Okay, so you are making plans. You are figuring out what your next step looks like here. Some of you could have met somebody that feels more sincere with this firefly here. Some of you could have met somebody that feels more sincere, more connected to the person you want to be, and now you're making plans on how to pursue. You've never done it like this before, right? Like you've always been fly by night. You've always been fly by night, quick to just jump into things without much thought. And now you want to be more intentional because you don't want to lose this person. Spirit, what are you attracting? All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is a person here that you see real potential with. This could be somebody you met at work. This could be somebody who is a friend first, like before you even get into the physical attraction, which you are. You could see it here with the spark, but this is somebody you have a really good just connection with outside of like romance. Like this could be somebody you talk about the weirdest things with. You have the same interests, you enjoy working together, like somebody you just really enjoy being around overall. Okay, what else? Spirit for pile two, please. Spirit for pile two, please. Okay. So we're getting the Ace of Cups here and the Ace of Swords. So this is a trio of aces so far. And I think that's really, really beautiful because I think this is a new beginning and a fresh start. So there's a genuine connection here. You may actually have already been on a date with this person. If you haven't, it's coming soon. This isn't one of those things where you're curious about, are they into me? This isn't that. This feels more like you're in the beginnings of connection and you really don't want to mess it up. You see so much potential, and um, this person is showing up as a true a true connection. And you know the difference between the people you just kick it with and the people you hang out, even with your friends. Like, you know the difference between somebody who's just like there and you're entertaining, but you don't really feel that connection with. And then people you're like, okay, no, I really want to foster this. I really want to build something out of this that's substantial and of connection. And you're being really careful. You're moving slow. Even though there's all of these feelings there, you want to move slow so that it can unfold the way it's supposed to be. This is really beautiful energy. Okay, we got the King of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting here, so for some of you, this could be, a supervisor at work. I mean, go off to your thing. No judgment here. This could be a supervisor at work. Um, this could be somebody you've started a business with. This could be somebody you are working on a creative project with. Um, but you really appreciate this about them. You really appreciate their dedication to work, and you think that they're really good at what they do, and you really enjoy watching them do what they do. And I think that's really fun. You have a fundamental respect for them. So it's separate, like this is, I think, coming under this Three of Pentacles, separate from romance. This is a person you really just value as an individual. And they're good at their job, they're passionate about their job, and it works out for them. They are a bit of a big deal, in your industry, or you think they're a bit of a big deal. And even if that's not recognized on a grand scale, you recognize it and you want to help them foster this potential. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, I want to get a clarifier for this. Clarifier for the Knight of Swords and Ace of Cups. I think this is back to wanting to move a little bit faster. I'm sorry, wanting to move slow because you inherently have the tendency and the idea of wanting to move very fast and get to level 5 before you complete level 1. And this is a challenge for you. This is something new. Clarifier for the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Okay, we've got the Lunar Eclipse, Deep Emotional Cleanse. Yeah, so you're challenging yourself here with new emotional cycle. You're challenging yourself here to do things that are differently than the way you've already been doing, or the way that you thought you were supposed to do. This is requiring you to be a different person, to challenge yourself in new ways. I always think this is a good marker of a romantic relationship that I think has a lot of potential and can be very fruitful, is they challenge you, or the dynamic or the relationship challenges you to evolve, right? To ask different questions, to take the next stage up. And you want to do that because you want to be the best version of yourself. And that's something I think is really beautiful, because love is wanting to be, is wanting is caring enough about the other person to show up in a way that's authentic, in a way that considers them, and in a way that has care. And I think that's really beautiful that you are willing to do the work to make sure that this connection is fruitful and this connection has that long-term potential you see. All right, let's just get a couple more here, and then we're going to move on to what is blocking you. Okay. Yes. So we're getting pretty similar messages. This is something new for you. This is with the springtime here. You are planting seeds to something that can show up so beautifully for you. Last one here. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, doing the work. Okay. Yeah, this is not easy. This is very different from who you are, but you are dedicated to doing the work, and you are pushing through through that discomfort and those uncomfortable shifts in your energy and in your life to really become a person who knows how to give and receive love. I think that's quite beautiful. I think you're on such a fantastic track. And that's so very exciting. I think to get, that passion, that chemistry, that connection, and then also that depth of a real relationship, of pursuing real love, that, duo, I think is just so incredibly powerful. So let's see, what blocks and limitations are you experiencing? Okay. Got the Two of Pentacles. What blocks and limitations pile two? The High Priestess in reverse. And Strength. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of messages here. I'm going to work a little backwards. So with Strength here, I see you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to get this perfect the first time around. And Spirit is reminding you that you are doing something monumental, right? You are reflecting on how you show up in love and romance, and that is not an easy thing. And to carry that with grace and to be kind to yourself as you navigate this is so important. And to know that if you make a mistake or you don't show up entirely correct every single time, that is okay, because you are learning. And I think here with this Two of Pentacles, you are in between two states of being. And I think you are sometimes going back and forth, and I think that's okay. So with these blocks and limitations here, I just want to be clear. I think these are very normal blocks and limitations in your current journey and path. I don't think this is anything unfamiliar, uncommon for what you were doing. I don't think there's anything to change here. I think the more you do it, the more you'll learn and the easier it'll become, just to have grace with yourself in the process of that. With the High Priestess here in reverse, I think sometimes you think it would be easier to go back to that way of living and to disconnect from all of the feelings. You may downplay the scenario that you are currently experiencing. Is this connection even worth it? Is this even really what all of that I'm feeling? And Spirit is saying, yes, it is. And yes, it's worth the work you're doing. So don't allow yourself to talk yourself out of it, to go back to what you know wasn't right for you, to dismiss all of this work. Let yourself make mistakes. Let yourself go through this natural part of healing. Okay, now let's go ahead and get some advice from Spirit. I really am just so happy for you, Pile. So this is some really beautiful energy here. Spirit, advice for Pile. Advice for Pile. Advice. We have good luck. Good things are manifesting. The work you're doing for this connection, this person is so significant. You are so significant to each other's life paths. If you're a soulmate person, this is one of them. This is a person that's supposed to be in your life. This is a person you will experience good luck with, both professionally and personally. This is somebody I could see you in a very significant union with, because you are just lending so many beautiful things to each other. And I think here, this is so evenly split and divided. I don't think you're the only one challenging yourself in new ways. And I think if you think you're the only one working through this, you're not. It goes both ways. And they are doing work as well to make sure that they're showing up for you equally. All right, what else? What advice? What spirit do you have about spirit? What advice do you have? Okay. So with confusion here, I think it's that energy we were talking about with your blocks and the high priestess in reverse, which I think is also interesting because it showed up in the same place in the reading. At your core, you're wondering, not if the feelings are there, but if this depth and the spiritual, nature of this connection is real. If, you know, the work you're putting in, if you're going to be successful in the work you're putting in, if this is going to, you want certainty that this connection, if you're going to go through this, that it's going to be perfect and that it's going to be worth it and all is well. And I'm going to tell you two sides of that. The work you're doing is absolutely worth it because it's for you as much as it is for this person. I think it's going to lead to a healthier union, a happier union. But I also believe that you can't expect everything forever to never hurt or disappoint you. And I think that's a big part of it. um, you can't attach to the outcome of this. You have to just take it bit by bit, as long as it serves you, as long as it continues to be the good thing for you. And the moment it's not, then you reevaluate. But you're never going to get this certainty. You're never going to get it. So you have to just buy in and have a little bit of faith that everything works out the way it's meant to. Let's get one more, please, Spirit. And pros and cons, absolutely. So this is connected with confusion here. So I'm actually not going to reiterate this. I think this is very similar, and I'm going to pull one more because I agree. I think it's the same thing. I think you're doubting your intuition about this connection, and you're wondering, what is it that makes this connection so special? But that's not for you to figure out. And at home, a place the heart longs to be. So this is that stability I was talking about, that long-term potential, I think, in this connection. I think if you want a family with this person, if you want marriage with this person, this is very likely to be the case. Um, and you don't have to continue to fear messing it up. I think this person, once again, I think that mirroring energy, I think this person feels the same. And I think this is a mutual building of something very beautiful. And I want to go back to, I think you guys work together. I think there's some part of you that is building something financially together as well, that's going to set you up for this beautiful future and this beautiful family and this happiness there. Okay, hold on, scooch this up so we can see. And pile two, that is what I have for you. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I see you next time. Pile two, I realized I forgot to pull an affirmation card for you. So let's do that quickly before we depart. So I said my goodbyes early. Rushing out. Okay, let's get an affirmation for you. Pile two, please. For pile two, please. All right, we got open-heartedness. I know that life and the people living it can be an absolute bummer sometimes, but I promise not to let unhappy chapters make me jaded. If I let negative experiences turn me sour, then the jerks win. So I'll move on with an open and hopeful heart, if only because I hate losing to jerks. So I think with this, in terms of your overall message, Spirit is asking you to just be mindful and a reminder to love openly and fully, to have a little faith in this person and this connection and the things you're feeling, and allow them to show up for you. I know it can be incredibly nerve-wracking to be in this vulnerable state, because I do believe what you're experiencing at this time is true vulnerability, right? True connection. And that is a very scary thing to be experiencing. And Spirit is asking you to just keep showing up, to keep staying, positive and open about it, and let things unfold the way they're meant to. Okay, now that is going to be the end of the reading. So thank you, pile two, and I'll see you next time. Okay, if you chose pile 3, ball and chain, this is going to be your reading here. So, what I'm getting right off the bat is you may be in a situation, well, obviously a situation where you are unhappy, but one where you feel restricted and that you can't expand past or beyond. Um, for some of you, there's a reason you feel like you can't leave the situation. I'm getting just a lot of overall a heavy energy in terms of this connection. I think some of you may be wondering, this may be a stay or go reading for some of you, or this may be a, is this going to be forever? And you're trying to get an energetic update from your person and seeing if this is going to shift in any way. So let's go ahead and just get a little bit more about your current energy. Here for pile 3, please. What's your current energy? Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit for pile 3, please. Okay, we got the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, we've got the Five of Cups. And it looks like it's in reverse. Okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we've got the Temperance. We've got Temperance. Okay, and we've got the King of Cups in reverse. I'm going to go ahead and take this Eight of Cups here. It's peeking its head, so I'm going to go ahead and take that as well. Okay, so let's clean that. Oh, I remember that, but I'm not going to take it. Okay. Okay, so for your energy, there's a lot coming through. I almost feel like you're not in a state where you're able to express just how much you want to, which is why it's coming out so heavily energetically. I don't know if you're with a person who is you are with a person who's very overbearing, domineering, my way or the highway. I'm getting that. I'm also getting you don't know what life looks like if you depart from this person here. You've got a loyalty to this person. You may have been together a very long time. I think, as I was mentioning earlier, a part of you wants to know what moving on looks like, if it's in terms of letting go of this person, or if it's trying to navigate the current circumstances and situations. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, learn from past mistakes. I'm getting this is a pattern you've experienced repeatedly. Here, there's the Eight of Cups. This may be a pattern you've experienced repeatedly, and I almost feel that you are continuously in a state of hoping and wishing, but nothing has changed. And I think it may be time. We've got a lot of energy about moving on, letting go, like quite literally twice here, that it may be time to revisit and see what else is out there. So this could range, and I'm getting with this connection for some of you, this just could be a person who is not a fit, is not valuing you. But I think for a lot of you, this person is coming off in some way oppressive and maybe even abusive. Um, and you are not getting a lot of you're not getting a lot of connection with this person or outside of this. With the Three of Cups and Temperance, I'm hearing you want to be able to go kick it and socialize again, to hang out again. Maybe this person gets jealous really easily of your friends, or they may not trust, your energy when you're out with your friends, so you don't do that very much. You spend a lot of time dedicated to this person instead of living for self. So there's a lot of this energy here of you're not getting to do a lot of things for you. Your person may view that as a slight if you do things for you. I want to continue on with, I'm so sorry that you're experiencing this, if this resonates or if this is sitting with you. this is a heavy weight to bear. And I also understand here with there's a resistance, or this is something that's hard to untangle as well. And I don't want you to feel guilty for not being able to untangle that right away. And to also, I also want to give respect to that there's still love there, and that things are complicated. They don't exist in the black and white, and we can experience things and know things aren't good for us, and it still be a very tricky situation to move past that. So I just wanted to give respect to that as we continue. Okay, so for pile 3, please, what is their current energy? Okay, so we have the Page of Cups here. So what I think this is I think this is the bit of you that is trying to come out here, the bit of you that has been suppressed. I think there is a craving for the passions of life, for eating good food, for listening to good music, to traveling to new places that you haven't experienced in a while, to just be reminded of all the romanticism that exists in the world, and to be reunited with that. Energy for pile 3, please. Messing up my spread. Hold on. Okay, we got it. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Pentacles over and over. Okay. All work and no play is really sticking out for me here. It seems like you're in a cycle of discontentment. Now, for some of you, this is not as extreme as, this person is abusive. This could just be a person who has gotten comfortable and gotten what do you call it, complacent, so they don't take you out the way they used to do. All of those things that were exciting in the beginning of a relationship are no longer there, and you're starting to feel like it's the same thing every day. You're not being fueled by this connection in any meaningful way. You're feeling like almost is this all life or romance has to offer. Okay, so if that feels like you, we are going to take this, continue on, and see what you are attracting next. Now, just a reminder, attraction is your own. You have free will. If you do not like what you're attracting, you can absolutely consider how to change that, right? Reflect, talk to spirit, meditate, and see what is it that is exactly going to get you on the path that you desire. So let's get some cards here. Spy one. Pile 3. What are they attracting? What are they attracting? Okay. Sorry, the card fell and it's a little bit stubborn. Give me one moment. Okay, we got it. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess. I think that's beautiful energy. We've got the Tower. Okay, we've got the Lovers and the Moon. Okay, here, let's scooch everything up just a little bit. Okay. We've got the World in reverse. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. You've got you already can see you're a highly spiritual person, and you are already intuitively knowing that this relationship is ending, and you can feel it. Maybe you're dreaming about it. Maybe you know something's coming. For some of you, maybe you're suspicious of some kind of wrongdoings this person may be engaging in. So whether that be another relationship, maybe they are being sneaky or deceitful about something, but you can feel it in your gut. This isn't right. And whatever you're feeling in the 5D is coming to existence in the 3D here with the Tower. So you will be confronted by this dramatic change or revelation. So whatever this person is doing in the dark, it's coming to the light. and it will put an abrupt end to this dynamic. This is the clearest message I've gotten in all piles. This is so interesting to me. It will be dramatically changed, and it may leave you with a feeling of, I knew this needed to end, but I wasn't expecting it so suddenly. For some of you, this person could be anticipating departing the relationship on their own. They could be facilitating a divorce. They could be, pulling a runner. Whatever it is, this is going to be a bit shocking for you. And it's almost like you knew I had to do it, but I was planning to do it on my own terms, and now it's not. And now I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, which is absolutely fair. I flipped over the deck. The Nine of Swords was there. So in reverse. So this could be a lot of unresolved feelings about this dynamic, but Spirit is asking you to not let that hold you back, because on the other end of this is something so beautiful. The tides turning in your favor. This is ushering in a new era that is so incredibly beautiful for you, and will be offering you everything you hope to receive out of this person that they couldn't give you. So you are attracting not in not even just an incredible union with others, which you will. You're inviting such an incredible new romantic partnership that is fulfilling, but true union with self, a self that you may have lost in this dynamic, a reunion, a reconnection with who you are at your core, and getting to experience things you hadn't experienced in a long time. And that is just going to be really beautiful. What is pile very attractive? I'm going to take that. What is pile 3 attracting? What is pile 3 attracting? What is pile 3 attracting, please, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Two of Swords and the waning moon. Okay, so I'm getting with these two things here. With the Two of Swords, we have frozen and indecision. So I think some of you may require this tower, or you may need this tower to do the push you know is necessary, because some of you may go back and forth between, I know I need to do this, but here's reason A, reason B, reason C, why I can't actually pursue this, or I can't actually embark on this particular journey or thing. And the tower is not going to leave you with much of a choice. So Spirit is asking you to go with it, even though you were considering options of staying or considering other avenues, to go with this shift because it is in your higher good. With reevaluate your plans. Like I said, this is something quite jarring. So this could be a scenario where you may have to move to a different location, or move out of your home, or financially rebuild. This may become with other things. For some of you, this is a very serious, intense relationship in terms of your commitment to one another. So this could be a marriage where your finances are intertwined. You could have children together. For some of you, it's a very complicated kind of knot tied up together, and you're trying to figure out how to unpack this, and what life looks like without this person, and how to navigate. Okay, so a little bit of a heavy message here, but Spirit wants me to remind you that you're going to be so okay. It's momentary. It's going to feel tricky, and it's going to feel discouraging, but Spirit wants me to remind you that this is for you. This is necessary. This is a necessary shift you have to embark on. And the other side is going to feel so much more freeing. I just want to keep that there. Spirit, what blocks and limitations are we seeing? 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, I'm not going to take that. That doesn't feel right. Okay, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Blocks and limitations. Okay. What blocks? Let me shift all of this up. Okay. Okay. So I think it's interesting here. So for the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, we got both of these cards in different ways. So I think it's interesting that you were reflected earlier in your energy, and then what's blocking you is that in reverse. So I see some of you have a couple of fears. A few of you have a few fears. Let's break them down. So I'm seeing here fear of being alone, fear of no one better coming along. These limiting beliefs we tell ourselves, right? I have kids. Who's going to want to date me if I have children? I don't know much about finances. Who's going to want to have to take time to teach me? All of these things of fears of starting over are what's keeping you limited. And it's not only internal, I'm getting. For some of you, this person could literally be saying these words to you. How are you going to be able to move on? How are you going to do this? You don't even have this skill or this skill. And that's not true. This is what this person is using to keep you under their control. They are filling you with these beliefs so you don't believe that you can do more, so that you stay tied to them. But that is not the case. And Spirit is asking you to go dig deep and realize which thoughts and beliefs are yours and which ones have been given to you by somebody who wants to harm you. And I think a lot of your fears are coming from this person and are manifesting out of what they've taken from you. So you worry about what life is like not being attached to this person. But what this person doesn't want you to know and what they're hiding from you is that life is so much more beautiful. There's so much more potential to be had. There is connection, there is love and light without them. And if you know that, you are more inclined and more likely to remove yourself from the situation and to move forward. You are not limited. You have beautiful gifts. You have an amazing potential. You just have been distanced from it, and you have been removed from that. And Spirit is asking you to reconnect with that. Find moments to separate from the rhetoric or the lies that they're telling you, to remind yourself of who you are. Some of you are really worrying about money here. It's going to be okay. You have the tools and resources to make it work. And I know it feels impossible, or it feels like that's not the case. But Spirit wants me to remind you that you will be okay. You will be able to navigate this rough patch. And I'm hearing the moment this, disappears or this shifts, you may feel like, okay, I'm going through a very hard time separated from this person. Maybe they were right about everything. And Spirit is saying that's not true. It's going to feel like that for a moment, but you are going to be able to reset, to rebuild, and do what is right overall. This is a very hard thing to do, and you are embarking on it, which is so admirable and requires so much strength. And Spirit wants to recognize that. And I want to recognize that and let you know that, you know, it feels like an uphill battle. And the fact that you've even taken the steps to start to climb it is such a beautiful strength to have. And it's going to continue to work out in your favor. Okay, let's end with some advice from Spirit. Okay, Spirit, what does my pile 3 need to know from you? Okay. We've got unexpected. Expect the unexpected. I think this is very clearly, I've got your back. I support you. I won't let you down. I won't leave you alone. You will never be alone. I'm making sure that as you depart the situation, there are going to be incredible things coming in, like a new connection. Spirit, what advice? And this could be something you haven't felt in a while, desired attraction, um, the beautiful parts of romance. Get another card, please, Spirit. You could be dating again, experiencing different people, having fun, back out with your friends, making new friends. Spirit, one more, please. Advice for pile 3, advice for pile. Goodness. Okay. All right, we've got bad games. Okay, so I think with this one here, this Spirit is reminding you that though you may see the potential in the person to be better and you're waiting for evolution and change, just a reminder that this person, um, they're not on a path of reflection and evolution. I believe people can change and people can grow to be better, but this person doesn't feel like they are on that journey right now, and it'll be best to let them go so you can do yours. And I'm going to take these two because they're just calling to me from the bottom of the deck. So we have healing. You're going to do some work. It's not going to be easy work. It's going to be painful work sometimes. And heart and key, it is safe for you to love. So just a reminder to not be jaded by this connection and believe that this is all love has to offer. It's not. There's so many beautiful things coming for you, and you are going to experience a love that is safe and supported, and you're going to have a community of people looking out for you, wanting your best interest, and it is going to be okay to feel comfortable and safe in their embrace. Okay, let's get an affirmation card and we will wrap this up, pile 3. Affirmation card for pile 3, please. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have maturity. Okay. I make peace with the tough relationships of my past. I probably would have skipped the pain they came with, but I'm grateful for the lessons they brought me. Because of those tough relationships, I can look back at the mosaic of my life and see the value in even the most broken of pieces. I think that's really beautiful there, and I think that speaks for itself. And that's all I'm going to give to you today. I hope you come back and visit me next time. Bye, File 3.